South Africa belongs to everybody who lives in it. And as residents of Johannesburg, we also say Johannesburg belongs to everybody who lives in it. Whether you're Zimbabwean, Malawian, Mozambican, Namibian, just to name a few.
Little me would have never ever imagined that someone who's black like me, Herman, would one day make me feel like a stranger who's unsafe in their own countries.
Surprisingly, Jecinta Zuma Ngobese joins ActionSA. Siyakubongisa sisi. So the 2026 local government, especially at Johannesburg, they are going to be so interesting, guys.
Okay, I want to answer the ones that are saying, hey, Jecinta has not joined the ActionSA. Hey, she endorses all the party.
Hey, Jecinta is our new Winnie Mandela. Look at her. Children, they are in a good schools, but she's with us in the road. Jecinta, she's with us. Where is Jecinta now?
Kanje kule topic le ngathi inkinga yokuthi uma Ngobese uhambe waya kwi-rally ye-ActionSA. Yini wrong lapho?
Hello and welcome to the channel. Let's get into this update. It is Wololo in the city of Johannesburg. The mayoral race is heating up. We have the ActionSA that unveiled Herman Mashaba as their candidate going up against Zille for the Democratic Alliance. And then you have another prominent figure, which is Ukeni Gunene, also raising his hand as one of the candidates for the mayor of Johannesburg. It's going down, guys. But the biggest talking point was the fact that the Put South Africa First ladies were also part of the ActionSA big reveal. Jecinta Ngobese Zuma was invited as a speaker at the ActionSA reveal, and this has landed her in hot water, with many calling her a sellout, with some saying, yeah, we told you so. She is in a political party, while others saying she has a right to associate. Let's take a look at the thoughts and sentiments around that. Was this a bad move? After they distanced the March and March and called it a civil organization. So what is this now? What is this? We'll take a look at, the thoughts and sentiments around that. Let's take a look at these thoughts and sentiments. Is South Africa going the right way? The biggest issue of contention, obviously, is illegal immigration, but people tend to take the matter out of context. South Africans are not saying no immigrants in South Africa. They are saying no to illegal immigration in South Africa. But we'll take a look at how this can be packaged and the message to reach the right people. Take a look at these thoughts and sentiments. Please give this video a thumbs up in support of this channel as we take a look at these that are for and against. Take a look.
Why Ethiopians don't get along with Somalians. Every one of these nations don't preach unity in their own countries, so they can work together and actually fight the systems that oppress them in their own countries and those systems that allow dictatorships in Africa. Yet in South Africa, our skin color must miraculously just unite us. Little me would have never ever imagined that someone who's black like me, Herman, would one day make me feel like a stranger who's unsafe in their own country, and I would be to blame for it.
First of all, I'm gonna play you at the end of this video what Jecinta said when she was closing her speech at the ActionSA. She said, ActionSA is the only party, wara, all those nice things to Herman Mashaba, that they are the ones that will save wara. She said that when you take a stand and say this certain party is the only party that can do 1, 2, 3, and 4, the only party that can save South Africa, you are choosing a side. You can't say today ActionSA is the only party, tomorrow you say PA is the only party, the next day you say MK is the only party. Jecinta has aligned with ActionSA. She has chosen a side. I'm going to play part of her speech, and I want to put it to you today. Allow me to be a commissioner today. I am putting it to you today that they are going to make her a mayoral candidate of KZN.
Webafowethu aningibhalansise mhlawumbe yimo slow mhlawumbe imingqondo yami edonsa kancane. Cha nje kule topic le ngathi inkinga yokuthi uma Ngobese uhambe waya kwi-rally ye-ActionSA. Yini wrong lapho? I mean, yini wrong lapho ngoba lo bhuti lokuthuzwa ke lemncwawo ubengakufihli nje njalo kuma match ale nhlangano imatch and match behambe yoba support. Manje uma lo esethi return a favor mebe memile nakhona ukuthi nayi i-political party yammema ukuthi akazo khuluma mayilana nale topic abavumelana kuyona ngayo. Yini inkinga lapho?
Congress of the people was that South Africa belongs to all who live in it, black and white.
I think that is the only thing I would agree with Matamela. South Africa belongs to everybody who lives in it. And as residents of Johannesburg, we also say Johannesburg belongs to everybody who lives in it. Whether you're Zimbabwean, Malawian, Mozambican, Namibian, just to name a few. This city belongs to you. We are saying phansi nge-tribalism phansi, phansi nge-xenophobia phansi, phambili nge-African unity phambili. We're not scared of menes here. This is your city, Africans. Danko.
When I woke up this morning, I was thinking about how the government put us in a position as South Africans to apologize for wanting to put ourselves first. And this goes to black people, Indian people, colored people, and white people. We have to stop apologizing for being South African, wanting to put South Africans first. So let me start with the issue of crime. The issue of crime is very, very connected to the issue of open borders and illegal immigration. We have to stop apologizing for saying that. It is very connected that we have people that have come into our country committing crimes that are not in our system, cannot be found because they don't exist. We need to stop apologizing for mentioning those facts. We need to stop apologizing for that. I'm done apologizing for being South African, wanting to put South Africans first. Secondly, is the issue of corruption. We need to call the government of the day out. We need to stop apologizing to the GNU. When the GNU came into power and they signed the GNU agreement, everybody was excited. But what I'm seeing right now, it looks like the ANC is buying out everybody else who's in the GNU because the corruption still continues. We haven't solved many, many issues that we had before May 2024. We need to stop apologizing to the GNU because the GNU looks to me like it's selling out to the ANC. It's becoming, the parties that are involved in the GNU are very quickly becoming branches of the ANC. We must stop apologizing for that. I want to circle back to illegal immigration. We need to stop apologizing for calling for closing of the borders. We need to stop apologizing for talking about immigrants that are in this country and causing chaos in our country, including hijacked buildings. We must stop apologizing for that because it's our country and we have to put our country first. We don't apologize for being patriotic. We don't apologize for being South African. We have to put ourselves first. Why would we put anybody else first?
ActionSA seems to be the only party that is willing to put South Africans first, that is willing to fight for the rights of South Africans and priorities of South Africans. And I'm saying this because I saw a post on X where Herman Mashaba mentions the likes of Jecinta, the likes of Amani, Dudula, and calling them to saying, let's fight together for the same thing. And I think when a politician goes beyond the umbrella of politics, when they go beyond the branding, when they go beyond the celebrityhood, and they get to a place of saying, because we have the same ideology, because we believe in the same principles, let's unite, let's stand together and fight together for a better South Africa. And I believe if we were to put our heads together and have a South Africa like that, that's it. It's not whether you're wearing a brand of ANC or EFF or FF Plus or whatever brand you're wearing, but because we have the same principles, because we want to see the same results, let's put our political interest aside for the sake of a better South Africa.
I love this continent. I love the people of this continent. But I encourage the South African government to stop, what's the word? I'm looking for a word. They're enabling other African governments. South African government, please stop enabling these governments. They need to fix their countries. You as the government should be putting pressure on your friends using platforms like SADC and AU so that South Africa is able to have a bit of less pressure. South Africa is overwhelmed, we're overburdened, and you as the state know this. So shouldn't you be engaging more in diplomatic channels so that these people can make their countries livable again, so people can go back home? Because I know, one thing I know for a fact is most people who are staying in South Africa don't want to be here, guys. Let's not get it twisted. They didn't come because they don't want to be with their relatives. They don't want to be in the land of their birth. They came because the situations where they were bad. And now they've gotten used to life in South Africa. South Africa is now a comfort zone for many people. So I would encourage the South African government to stop playing footsie with these other African governments. And then to all the African citizens, people of this continent, I do believe in one Africa. And I pray that one day we will get there. But we're not there yet. We still need to build our individual states so that we can provide for our people. We need the standard of living for African people to be decent. People are struggling and suffering in South Africa. And the thing that hurts the most is a lot of people come from other countries and they laugh at South Africans who live in shacks. They laugh at South Africans who are at the bottom of the food chain. And it's not nice, guys. It's not cool. You can't come into our country and start insulting people. They laugh at South Africans, but you guys, you can't run tuck shops, you can't run spaza shops. Guys, who do you think was selling to us before all these other foreign nationals started coming? Before Pakistanis and Somalians, they were tuck shops. They were not invented when you guys came. So please stop insulting South Africans. We're not idiots, we're not fools, we're not uneducated, we are not unskilled. We have educated South Africans, we have skilled South Africans, and we can run our own spaza shops.
Well, there you have it. Those are some of the views and sentiments coming in there. And as you know, with politics, people definitely have different views. When it comes to immigration in South Africa, people create their own laws, I'm telling you. But please do follow them on various social media platforms to get a broader sense of their contributions when it comes to this topic. And of course, various news outlets to get the full reporting of the ActionSA's launch. But also in terms of where South Africa stands in terms of immigration. What does the Constitution say? Zizipho, people making up their own laws and twisting South African laws. This is South Africa for all was not what they are saying it is. We have a history in South Africa, and it was talking to that history. It wasn't talking to this new world. They didn't know that we would be in such a situation. At this moment, this is actually one of the most contested metros in the country. Yes, other metros are contested, but not like Johannesburg. The candidates are hot. Herman Mashaba, Helen Zille, Kenny Gunene, Dibalantonina. I don't know if Dada is coming back in. Who's the most appropriate ANC candidate? Guys. Go Nengi, and of course that independent candidate, was he going for Tshwane? I think so. Let's talk about it down below. What are your thoughts on Jecinta appearing in such a setting? Is she pushing people away from March and March? We know that March and March is not a politically affiliated movement, so which encourage a lot of people to join in and stand up as patriots of South Africa. But the minute you involve politics, guys, that's when people look like they are hypocrites, because the truth is there are people even right here on this channel who will say no to illegal immigrants or will say yes to illegal immigrants, but it doesn't mean now they hate their political parties, but they are happy to support a vehicle that is supporting what they are supporting without having to divorce the other. Does that make sense? They want to have their cake and eat it, and unfortunately that's how it is when it comes to politics in South Africa. People attach a lot when it comes to that, and it's not easy to just divorce and walk away. But at the end of the day, she is a South African, and she is allowed to advocate for whatever she feels strongly about. Let me know what your sentiments are down below. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next video.